Have you heard about the Premier Heating and Air Club membership? Only $99 and get huge savings all year long. 20% off repairs, priority booking, annual cleaning and inspection. Get Premier Heating and Air's club membership today. Comfort, savings, and peace of mind. Call 478-300-2633 or log on to premiershere.com. Restrictions may apply. Cannot be combined with other offer. Expires 8/31/26.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. And ladies and gentlemen, it is back to school time, and we have been visiting the campus from the east side to the west side. And here we go right here at East Lawrence Middle School, and we got a lot of new people in this building, and we're going to start at the head. We're going to let them tell you all about themselves, their families, talk a little bit about their education, their background here at Lawrence County Schools, and where they've come from and where we're expecting them to go this year. And we're starting with the head honcho herself, Leslie Flanders. Hey, darling.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Girl, this is huge.
Yes.
Talk to all the way down to your earrings. You know I love that. Talk to us. Share with the people a little bit about you. Give them a little history about you and in education. And, of course, talk to us about your family and what it means for you now to have this head principal position.
So I'm Leslie Flanders. This is my 22nd year of teaching, and most of those have been done in Lawrence County. I am a Lawrence County girl. I am an East Lawrence alumni. I graduated with the class of '99, and I taught for 18 years, served as instructional coach for 2, assistant principal as 2, and this is my first year as being a principal that I'm really excited about.
Don't it feel good?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you want to hear about my kids?
Talk to us about your kids.
Well, I'm married to my wonderful husband, Nathan, and I have 2 children, Link and Lakely, and I'm proud of both of them. They're both alumni of East Lawrence as well.
How have you been able to, with all that you've been doing and how you've transitioned from the classroom into administration, how have you been keeping everything balanced? How have you been keeping it together? Because you've had a lot you've had to been in charge of.
I think the thing that's most important for me is when I was a teacher, I knew what it was like to be in the classroom and what I needed to be supported. And as I moved into the instructional coach position and then AP into principal, I take that with me because I don't want to forget that.
For sure. And also your style as a leader. I mean, you've got to rally these troops together. You've been having to do that since you've truly hit the ground running. What have you been doing to try to make sure that, for one, you all kind of got reacclimated to being back to school and making sure that you had everything that they need to be able to have a good year?
Yet again, that just goes back to knowing what I needed as a teacher, when I was a teacher, and the things that I needed. So when me and Jessica returned this summer, that was the thing, was communication. And I think we both have servant hearts, so we are very servant-style leaders, and communicating and making sure that our teachers know what's going on, because if we didn't have faith in our teachers and their abilities, I don't think that they would be here. So we have no doubts about their capabilities. We just want to be able to support them so they can be successful.
Very good. Now we've got the other half of this dynamic duo. Hello.
Hey, Miss Pat.
Hey, Shug. Talk to us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about you, your family, and talk to us about your time here in Lawrence County Schools and what you've been doing.
So my name is Jessica Tanner. This is year 17 in education for me. I moved back home to Dublin in 2016 and started at Southwest in 2017 in the 4th grade. And for the last 7 to 8 years, that's where I was at Southwest as a 4th and 5th grade teacher and as instructional coach for 3 years. My husband is Brandon Tanner, and we both graduated from the University of Georgia together, but he is an East Lawrence alum. He graduated in '04, so he is ecstatic that I am now a Falcon. So we have converted all of our Raider gear to Falcons gear. I have 3 girls. One will be in 6th grade at West Middle this year, but the other 2 are making the Falcon transition with me. So they'll be at East Lawrence Elementary and East Lawrence Primary this year.
Jessica, this is huge.
Yes.
I bet your husband's doing the happy dance.
Oh, he is, yes. There's no quick tour. On the east side, we have to see all the rooms. And
oh, my
yes.
gosh. So when you think about your career, What has been the motivation for you to do what you've been doing and do it for as long as you've been doing it?
The students. I think learning should be fun. I think that they should go hand in hand together, and walking into this building every day should bring us joy.
Yeah.
And if it's bringing us joy, it should bring in the kids joy as well.
For sure. Now, so you've coming from an elementary school to a middle school.
Yes, but with 4th and 5th graders, and they're middle schoolers in themselves. Yes.
And so here it is. You two are the dynamic duo. What have you two been doing amongst yourselves? It's just trying to make sure that you two are on the same sheet of music so that whenever you give that message to your staff and to those students, that it's all on one accord.
She is definitely the yin to my yang. And from the day one, I said I knew I didn't make a mistake the day I hired her. But the first day that she came in, it just solidified that. Because we just bounce off of each other, and I don't know. The things that we get, yes, it just works.
And so here it is. There's so many new staff members. Oh my Lord. What in the world? So when I messaged the principals just to kind of find out, hey, we're doing back to school interviews, let me know about your team so that we can come in and talk to them. You gave me double digits, honey.
I did.
I was like, hold on, baby. We don't have all day. And just, you've got so many different staff members and people coming in from different places. And now here it is, you all are coming together. What have y'all been doing these past 2 weeks?
Well, we've tried to respect their time in their classrooms as much as possible, except for district meetings. But we met with everyone on Monday and Tuesday and just made sure that we were all on the same page and off to the right start. And they've come and gone with questions throughout the week.
Yeah. Now listen here, Jess. You're no longer the IC. You're now an AP. How does all that feel, honey? And has it all sunk in for you?
Well, like Leslie said, from the first day that I came in, I came some in the spring, but my first day here in July, it just felt right. Like it didn't feel like it was my first day. It felt like we had been doing this for a while already, like a well-oiled machine. So just we communicate and sit down and talk, and it just feels like we're here as a team, and that our staff just is on that same team, that we're all here together for the kids.
This is exciting, isn't it? Girl, y'all were kind of crunk at the convocation.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, you got to have fun, Miss Pat.
These Falcons, baby.
Yep.
Fire. Now, talk to us about the staff members that you have here, some of the new ones.
All right, so we have 12 new staff members. I did say in the beginning that I would have been a little offended if we had that many after I got this job, but thankfully most of those were already in progress before then. Just different changes, the ones that left us, just changes with family and life in general. But we have 12 new staff members. We have Miss Brittany Hood. She is a 6th grade co-teacher with Miss Callie Higgs. We have Miss Chastity Willis in 7th grade. She is a social studies teacher. Yeah. She will have Mr. John Erickson as her co-teacher. Miss Teresa Booker, she is our 7th grade ELA teacher. And Miss Harley Matthews is her co-teacher. And then we have Mr. Darrell O'Neill. He is a math co-teacher in 7th grade. We have Miss Reed Reagan. She is our gifted math teacher in 7th grade. Miss Nurka Holmes is our gifted social studies teacher in 7th grade. And Luke Young, he is an 8th grade co-teacher in ELA. Miss Julie Fricks is our career technology and engineering teacher, and we're excited about that because we did not have that class last year. So we're bringing it back, and we're excited about her getting that started back up. And Miss Raven Jackson is our new adaptive learning paraprofessional. And then, of course, my sidekick, Miss Jessica Tanner, is my assistant principal.
Girlfriend, you have rattled that out without a cheat sheet. My goodness. Girl power. All the new staff members you all have here, this is exciting. This is a great year. We're looking forward to it. We want to make sure that the families out there are excited about it. And, what message do you want to give to the parents about their kids, because they're going to be in your care? And are there any new things that you're implementing here at East Middle that you want to make sure that you share about?
So just in general, send your babies to us. We're going to take care of them and love on them and make sure they have everything that they need to be successful. The only two things that I do need to put out there is we will still have our cell phone policy in place, and phones will need to be put away from 7:30 to 3:30 in their backpacks. And unfortunately, if they are taken up, parents will have to come pick them up from the school. They will not be given back to the students.
Look at y'all. But this is all about making sure that it's a distraction-free learning environment. Of course, it's state mandated, baby, so we gotta obey the law of the land. But this is something that is going to be great for the kids, so that they'll be engaged, fully engaged, and making sure that they get the best tools they need to be successful in those classrooms and outside. So distraction-free. That's district-wide, statewide. Anything else you want to add?
Like Leslie said, just send them to us, and we're going to love them, and we're going to teach them. And when they come home to you, ask them about their day. Get them to tell you at least one thing every day, that other than lunch was fun.
That's right.
Just help support us, and we're going to support you and your kids as well.
For sure. This is definitely a group and team effort. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you both in your new positions. I cannot wait to see about the great things that are going to be unfolding here at East Lawrence Middle School. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the principal and the AP, Leslie Flanders and Jessica Tanner. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Early mornings, tight schedules, straight lines. When your business is built on results, Kubota delivers the reliability, dealer support, flexible finance and lease options to keep your fleet going, your work on track, and your confidence high. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 1.99% APR for up to 48 months.
Mid-State Tractor and Equipment is now located at 492 Fire Tower Road in Dublin.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Middle School, meeting some of the exciting staff members here, some that are new to the districts and some that have just kind of transitioned a little bit. We're going to start with my left here, Jonathan Erickson. How you doing, son?
I'm doing good, Miss Pat. How are you?
Doing good. Talk to us a little bit about you.
So, I'm John Erickson. My parents are Jonathan and Maria Sin. I've got a little brother, Riley Sin, currently in the Navy. I graduated 2 years ago. I'm proud of him. This will be
Hold on. You do know you're a husband now, right? God damn. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to apologize. John Eric is used to interviewing me as a little kid. So that's why he told me all about his parents. Oh, it's all right, baby. It's all right. Bring it on in. You're doing good.
When you've interviewed me as long as you have, you kind of get used to
I know. You had a
script.
Yes, and you were doing well, but you're not in the 4th grade anymore.
All right, I've grown up a little bit.
I know. Talk to us about your beautiful wife.
My beautiful wife, last but not least, Miss Caroline Pittman. Or she was Caroline Pittman. Now she's Caroline Sin. We kind of share the last name now. She teaches at West High. This will be our first anniversary was July 19th this past summer.
How sweet is
So
that?
we got to celebrate that in Hawaii, and not a lot of people get to say that.
I know, that's special, isn't it? Now, for you, John Eric, what made you decide to go, and of course you're coaching, so what made you decide to go into the field of education and coaching?
So 2021, I kind of had a soul-searching moment.
Mm-hmm.
Dad was coaching, 20-plus year educator here in Lawrence County.
Yep.
And he needed an assistant coach for soccer. So I said, you know what, this be my moment of give back to my community. So I came back, coached for 1 year, and I decided, you know what, this may be my calling. So 5 years ago, made that decision to become a parapro. Now graduated college, and Miss Flanders presented the opportunity for me to come here and teach 7th grade, and I couldn't be more excited.
I'm like a proud mom over here looking at you. I used to interview you like this, and now here you are. It's like it's come full circle for you. And I feel like I've noticed that you've found your niche. You found that space.
Oh, it feels comfortable, especially when you're surrounded with people that you know, that have taught you, that were here when I come through here. Yeah. They make you feel comfortable, and being comfortable, it kind of makes you easy, makes you feel at home.
For sure.
And that's what I feel like here, because 2018, a long time ago, graduated from here, so this is home.
Yeah, and we're glad you're home. All right, we're going to segue to my right. How are you in this?
I'm fantastic.
And this fabulous hair, baby. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Miss Pat?
Doing well. Please tell everyone who you are. Share with us a little bit about your family, and let's talk about your time as an educator.
Sure. My name's Julie Fricks. I am brand new here to Lawrence County, and I'm brand new to East Lawrence Middle School, and I'm brand new to technology. So I've got a learning curve, but I know there's some great technology teachers over here in Lawrence County, and I have met them, and they have been fabulous resources I know I'm going to use this year. This is my 22nd year in education. Most of those years were in Emmanuel County. I'm a Swainsboro High School graduate, 1996. I have a husband that I graduated high school with that I met in 8th grade, but we didn't get married until we were in our mid-30s.
Oh my gosh.
We have.
I mean, school sweethearts with a little twist.
We were never school sweethearts.
Wait a minute, ma'am.
No, he never got up the guts to ask me out.
Chickened out. Had to
He
wait till you were
couldn't.
up in age.
That's right. That's what he
Seasoned.
finally did. We have a little girl, Alla Fair. She's 7, and I have a son who's 25, Cole.
Girl, look
So
at
I have
you.
a big gap between my 2 babies.
Well, we are so glad to have you here with us. You know, when you guys think about what it is and how you teach and how you really get those young people to buy into what you're teaching, what are your methods? What's your philosophy or your style of how you teach?
Being a coach, I just want kids to be coachable. If you're coachable with your attitude and what you come to school with every day, you really can retain a lot.
Yeah.
And so just being coachable, being in the moment, understanding what's going on, just taking in what the adults here have to say to you. Because we've lived it, we're experienced, and we're just trying to keep you from making the same mistakes that we did.
For
when we were
sure.
that
And
age.
what are you teaching here?
I'm teaching 7th grade social studies as a co-teacher with Ms. Willis.
Oh, I love that for you, you little smarty pants, you. And what are you coaching this year?
This will be year 3 as the boys' high school soccer coach for boys. Actually, and I do middle school.
In middle school.
In middle school, 6 years of it all in total, but 3 is the head.
How do you find time for your wife?
She knew what she was getting into when we got married, and she knew it, Miss Pat. She
I know,
knew it.
baby. I know, I know. Just-
And when we started dating, I said,
Yeah.
"Look, I said you're going to be a coach's wife one day."
Right.
And I said, "If you can't be a coach's wife, then we just need to go ahead and part ways."
What did
now."
she
But
say? Put a
said-
ring on it, baby.
She said, "Come on." She liked the challenge. She was up for it. So you know what? Here we are a year later.
And she's coaching now too, right?
No, she's not coaching anymore.
She gave it up.
She gave it up.
So now she's
She
the.
gave it up to come and support me.
Ooh. You got a good one, baby. I'm proud of you. What about you, lady? How do you? So you're teaching what technology?
Technology and engineering.
And engineering. What in the world? How are you going to get these kids, one, to buy into what you're teaching?
Well, during open house, when I would have kids come up to me and talk to me, of course, I'm the Technology Student Association advisor also. So I have a CTSO, which is part of our CTAE program here in Lawrence County, which that's where my heart is. I love skill, teaching kids skills that are going to be transferable to their life later on. And when they would come up to my table, my kids would come up during open house and talk to me. I'd say the best way to explain my class is if you got a math class, your math teacher is giving you a problem or question, and you're to find the correct answer.
Correct.
If you come to me, when you come to my class, you have a question or you have a problem or you have a challenge that you have to find a solution to.
Right.
It's not necessarily the one and single solution. As long as you can solve what you're given, then it is an applicable answer.
I bet they're like, ooh, I think I can do this here.
They're really, really excited about it, especially my 6th grade boys. They're just chomping at the bit. My gamers
Oh, yeah.
and kids like that, they're excited about this. Minecraft but that's a transferable skill.
I know, honey.
Understanding things in 3 dimensions is something that's really important to the design process, and that's the framework for my class is the design process. You're given a question, you design an answer, you test that answer, then make adjustments and go back to the drawing board if you have to.
My firstborn, he studied video game design.
Fantastic.
I said, oh, I see how you love video games. And here it is. Well, look, we're excited about what's next for you all in this year. What kind of message, or is there a message that you'd like to give to those parents out there of the kids that you're going to be trusted into?
I think it just piggyback off of what Miss Tanner and Miss Flanders said. You know, send them to us. They're going to get loved. They're going to get educated, and maybe we'll return them back the same way they brought them.
All right, very good. What about you?
Maybe we'll send them back better. Let's hope for that.
Well, listen, glad to meet you
meet
for
you.
the first time,
ma'am.
actually officially. And John Eric, babe, we go way back. I know you're so used to me interviewing you as a little kid. I know.
Yeah, it's been a joy. It's been a joy.
Absolutely, it has. Well, we're excited about this next chapter for you all, and have a great, great year.
All right, thank you, Ms. Pat.
Thank you both.
At Bank of Dudley, we're your community, your bank. And with 7 branches to serve you, there's a Bank of Dudley close by. And there's a familiar face close by. The same familiar faces that you've seen for many years. The same people that you've grown to trust. Because that's what community banking is all about. 7 branches, local people, local decisions, local banking. That's the Bank of Dudley, serving our community since 1905.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Middle School, talking to some new teachers here. Look at that right there. We're so excited to have them part of the Team Lawrence family, and these shows are just a testament of how many great people we have a part of this district. We'll start here to my left. Look at her, Lord. Hey, Shug.
Hey, Miss Pat, how are you?
Oh, my God. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Tell everybody who you are. Tell us about who your family is, and talk to us about your time as an educator.
Okay, I'm Harley Matthews. I'm married to Case Matthews. I have a little girl named Sailor who is starting pre-K tomorrow, actually, at Southwest, and she's here somewhere bossing people around, I'm sure. This is my first year teaching, and I will be co-teaching in English with Miss Booker.
Look at you. Now, Harley, have you always wanted to go into the field of education, or how did you end up where you are now?
No, I did not always want to go into education. So I worked in accounting for a while and was not happy. So when I went to leave, my mom asked me if I would like to sub because she works for the county.
You mean your mom who's an accountant?
Yes, that one. The one who told me I should go to school for accounting because they pay good money and apparently I'm expensive. She wasn't wrong. But so when she asked me to sub, I originally was like, I don't really know about children. I don't know that I can do that.
Did you have a child at the time?
I did, but it's different with your own child.
Okay, that's right.
So I started subbing and I loved it. It's actually a lot of fun.
Wow.
The kids are probably the best part of it,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of fun. So
Oh, my
decided
God.
to go back to school and teach. So here I am.
And here you are, and we're so happy that you are.
Thank you. I'm
That is so
excited.
funny. I started off in accounting.
You started in accounting?
I did. My brother was an accounting major, and he was an accountant, and he told me that's where the money resides. But that was back in the 80s, till I learned that was not for me. Glad to have you here, Harley.
Glad to be here.
Look at this little sweetie pie. Hey, darling.
Hey, Miss Pat.
Talk to us. Tell us all about you and your family, and your time of, I guess, being an educator, and what made you decide to go into education.
So my name is Reed Reagan. I am not originally from Lawrence County. I moved here in high school and graduated from West Lawrence in 22. And my parents are Brooke and Jeremy Reagan, and I'm engaged to Wade Brantley. So super excited about that. I'll be getting married this year.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't wait?
Yes.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
I digress.
He is from Lawrence County. So anyway. So we're getting married in November, and I always knew I wanted to come and be something in middle school. So when I left middle school, I said, I'm going to go back. That was the age that I had the best memories. I went to William James Middle School in Bullitt County, and just amazing teachers, faculty. It made my entire life, and so I said, I'm going to go back to middle school. So I went to Georgia Southern, majored in middle school education, in math and social science, fell in love with math, and then when I graduated in December, I saw that there was a math position open on the east side, and I took the chance and walked through the door. So,
Oh, my gosh. So this is like boop, boop, boop.
boop, 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 everything was an answered prayer, and everything was so seamless, it just made it seem like it was meant to be.
Oh, my God. Well, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
both fronts. You and Mr. Brantley, I love this for you.
Yes.
Well, listen, ladies, you both, when you talk about being educated, you're surrounded by people who have been in education for 10, 20, 30 years. In what ways have you been able to learn from them to kind of help you in your classroom?
Guess it depends on the person. So like I've learned a lot of things from other teachers just being in classrooms that are things that I wouldn't have even thought to implement that I actually really enjoyed and like think would work really well in a classroom. So it kind of depends. You learn like behavior things from some teachers. You learn educational things from some teachers. I think every teacher contributes something different to your own classroom styles.
I think so too. What about you?
I think for me, it's been don't work yourself to death. And you will enjoy the job so much more if, Reed, you get out of your head. You're so much better than you think you are. Because I feel like as teachers, we can overthink
And second guess yourself
all
about
the time. And we carry things with us so much. Interactions with our students, things that go on in our classroom, things that are happening outside of our classroom. And so you have to take yourself out of the equation and just do what is in front of you, and it will be perfect because you're meant to be there.
For sure. But, honey, you about to get married in 3 months.
Yes.
How are you able to get all this, honey?
So my thinking process goes, if I have ample amount of time to do something, I'm going to procrastinate until I am the day before. So it was just easier for me to do all the big milestones within boom, 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 because I'll be on top of it. I don't have time to wait around and twiddle my thumbs. And no, we are doing this. And so after Thanksgiving break, I will not be Miss Reagan anymore. I will be Miss Brantley. So I'm going to go ahead and start that in my classroom on the first day, too. If some of the kids want to go ahead and call me Miss Brantley, they can, just to make the transition easier so that when we get back from November, we are Miss Brantley.
Oh, what it feels like to be young again. Honey, I'm going to teach all this name now, okay? So are you going to have a big wedding or?
I consider it to be smaller.
How many people?
Shooting for like 150.
No, baby. Small as a courthouse, honey. That's not a small wedding, baby.
Well, I'm going off of all my friends at college are shooting for like 350, 400. I've also been to a wedding where they invited 600. And so to me, it is small. And it's not in Lawrence County. So to me, it's just so different than what I've been used to.
Let me tell y'all something. If we could go back and be getting married like this right here, I'm telling you. But this is exciting for you, and I love the energy that you have for this. Now, you're a young mama. Oh, my gosh, and you're newlywed. How have you been able to balance all this stuff that you've got going on now so that you don't lose it?
Well, I got 2 helpers at home now.
Who you got at home?
The baby and the husband. They all got jobs.
Your baby is 4.
You cut, you laminate, you color this.
And she can now.
And she
anything you need her to do, she will do.
She's been in Miss Reagan's room telling her how to do stuff. She's been making lesson plans.
Okay, now I want to make this announcement that we do not have 4-year-olds making our lesson plans. I promise you, she's doing it. Okay, she's just okay. We'll leave it alone. But listen,
I mean.
But girls, this is exciting. I love the energy that you all have. I love the enthusiasm of you ready to get out that. And then, of course, being younger, like you have so much, there are things about you that you've learned. You're talking about gleaning from someone who's been in education for a long time. There's so much that you all have to offer because you're doing it with fresh eyes, honey. You're like, you've been doing that a little too long. Let me just show you an easy way to do it. And so you got it, girls, and you're ready to offer it. Anything else that you all would like to say to those parents out there of those kids that they're entrusting in your hands?
I got something. Don't kill me.
Go ahead.
That little boy that told me I was middle-aged, Miss Pat's up here telling everybody how young I am. So I really hope you watch this and you understand I am not middle-aged.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Who told you were middle-aged?
Some little boy. And then I said, how old do you think middle-aged is? He said, I don't know. How old are you? So, anyway, I'm not middle-aged.
Okay, baby.
Just throwing it out there.
How old are you, baby?
I'm 25.
Yeah. Okay. So you got that, Timmy, or whoever you are, she is not middle-aged. She's just, she going to get it together by day one.
I don't even think Miss Pat's middle-aged yet.
Baby, I've been around. What about you? Anything else you'd like to say to those parents out there?
I just think thank you for letting them come to my classroom. I've met so many wonderful parents who are very engaged. And a couple of them, I just knocked that out of your hand. A couple of them I knew already, and they knew that this was my first year. And just off the bat, if there's anything you need, let me know. Seriously. And
that's just so welcoming. So your children will be loved and welcomed in my classroom because I've gotten the same respect from the parents too.
I love that. Well, thank you so much, Harley. It's been a pleasure.
Always.
Okay, you still young, baby. You still young.
Thank you.
You're
I
still
like to think so.
And you, baby girl, Miss Soon to be Brantley.
Thank you.
Okay, you getting together that little bitty wedding that you planning. Okay, that little bitty wedding. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from these youngsters right here. They're ready to get in that classroom. We'll be back after this break.